All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 11 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We are broadcasting live here from Studio 14 in downtown Elgin, serving you, the local community here in the Fox River Valley. We always like to keep you up to date and in the loop with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in here. We are live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you never miss a beat on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley. Yes, absolutely. So we've got here, of course, Out to Lunch. As you know, of course, we talk about the arts and entertainment. We talk about food and restaurants. That's a lot of the different subjects that we talk about. But doing a little bit of some show prep within the past couple of weeks, I thought to myself, you know what? We really should be bringing on more of these clubs and organizations and sporting events and athletics as well, too. I think it's important for students and kids out there to know that there are different organizations out there that can help with competitions and especially help in growth with different likings of sports for those who want to do sports. Right. So we want to make sure that we want to make sure that you get the opportunity and that you know what's going on here. So I want to welcome here to the stage here. Thank you so much, Cindy, for joining us. She is the owner here of Top Flight Volleyball in Elgin. Thank you so much for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, this is quite interesting here, folks. You guys started, it was founded in 2008 with 90 athletes. And then this past season, you've trained nearly 2,500.
Yes.
That's a lot. That's like I said, that's like a small nation.
Yes. Significant growth for sure.
Yes, absolutely. So Cindy, tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you interested in starting the Top Flight Volleyball. Were you always interested in volleyball growing up, or was it something that kind of progressed over time?
I played volleyball starting in 5th grade, played through college, and actually didn't really think much beyond college of ever playing again. I had friends that we would go play pickup games and things like that, but never did I think that volleyball was going to end up being a career for me. Mm-hmm. I was CFO of a financial planning company. I have a background in business and accounting. That was kind of my area of expertise. Mm-hmm. And once I had our first daughter, the hours and everything just didn't coincide with what I wanted out of family life. Mm-hmm. So I had quit my job and started coaching for a local volleyball club at that time. In coaching there, I just didn't feel as if everybody was being serviced the way that they should. Mm-hmm. Most of the athletes that are out there are your average athlete that just love the sport. Yeah. But a lot of the clubs going back 20 years mm-hmm. were fighting for those elite athletes. Everybody wanted the ones that are going to get the D1 scholarships. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that middle average athlete was being left out. Mm-hmm. So my husband and I decided to start our own volleyball club. And as you said, we started with 90 athletes that season. We doubled the next year. We doubled again the following year. And then it just took off from there. Oh, my goodness. So, I mean, to put this in certain terms, this has not been a fumble. Right? No, not at all.
This has been a great success. So that is awesome. So, yeah, starting it in 2008 with just 90 athletes. What do you think has driven that incredible growth up to nearly 2,500?
One, I would say women's sports in general. Mm-hmm. Women's sports is really starting to come alive. And with volleyball being one of the fastest growing sports that we've had over the past decade, and then you're getting all these huge names that are coming out of college. We've got the Women's Professional League now that's super popular and, selling out Nebraska, having the game outside, and just some of the things that they're doing in the sport of volleyball mm-hmm. really has pushed it to be at the forefront of what kids want to do, especially girls.
Yeah, it's very cool. And I was telling you too, so for those of you who don't know, I had to take gym class in school. I'm like, I never was good at volleyball, but it was one of my favorites when it came to playing a sport in school for gym. It was always volleyball. I love playing volleyball. I was never good at it, but I always enjoyed it. And I enjoyed watching it too. So there you go. Now tell us a little bit about some of your training programs and what you have to offer.
We have so many different things. So we have our academy classes, which actually starts in preschool. So kids that are just 4 years old can now start playing volleyball, whereas that was never a thing in the past. Everybody was playing soccer, they're gymnasts, they're dancing so young. So it's nice to see that there's training equipment and things that we can really start with the younger age. They can work on agility and they have fun doing it. From there, we have different club programs. We do open gyms on Friday, which is open to anybody. We have skill-specific training. We do camps and clinics. We have sand volleyball. We do private lessons. Really, truly, anything that anybody is looking for when it comes to volleyball, we have a program for.
That is,
and it's all the way through adults. Adults come in for lessons still so that they do well in their beer leagues that they have on the weekends or during the weekdays.
Well, I think what it does too is it really brings together a community. You get to make a lot of new friends as well too. You get to connect with people. I'm sure you've heard of a lot of great personal stories of, my daughter maybe was not doing as great in a certain sport, and she decided to choose volleyball and work with you, and it has helped improve her so much, and she's really enjoying it too. So I'm sure you get a lot of those different stories.
We do. The other thing is just athletics in general is so good for kids. Just the camaraderie that it brings, the teamwork, the leadership, social skills, not to mention, obviously, all the health benefits that there are just from sports. But it really is a good way, especially in today's society, for mental health. They go out, they're just having fun with friends, and they get to do something that they enjoy without necessarily the pressures that come with a lot of other things.
Yeah, exactly. You want to make sure you create a space where people can excel, but in a way where it's tailored to their physical level, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And I think that that's definitely important. What's also really cool here too is that you've been capturing 15 national championships. Is that right?
We have.
That is no small feat at all. So what has been the key to building and sustaining that level of success over the past decades?
Training. We have great program coordinators. Recently, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, Chaz Kennedy, who is our program manager, came over from another club that was in the area. He has been in the volleyball industry for 30 plus years. And he really started to break down our training and make sure that everybody was getting the exact same fundamentals, the same techniques. For us, our retention has always been really high. So when we have them in the gym, they're training together, they're staying together as teams. That also makes a big difference because now when they're getting into the high school ages where a lot of those championships have been won, they've been playing together for 3-4 years under the same guidance that we have.
So that does help.
So it helps tremendously.
Absolutely. Now, of course, you're located in Elgin. I'm sure you also get a lot of folks that are from outside of the area too.
We do. We have athletes that travel up to about 2 hours.
No way.
To come out.
Wow.
Yes. There's a large number that have come out from Rockford, come out from the city, down from Wisconsin.
That shows that you're leaving a good impression and that you're doing the right thing too. That these kids are interested and these adults are interested, these women are interested, and that your training is amplifying their skills. And I think that is great. That is great. And we're seeing, of course, with the growth that you have seen, how do you maintain that personal connection with athletes across all different skill levels?
So we do a lot of team bonding. We also do club events. So anybody that comes into the club is welcome to all of those. We try to make sure that when we are in the gym together, we court share with different teams. We'll be partners just with kids from other teams, so they're not always just with the same people, and really try to foster a community and a family within Top Flight itself.
Oh, very nice. That's really cool. Now, of course, for those of you who might be interested, how can people find more information? How can people sign up as well, too?
So all of our programs are listed on our website, which is www.topflightvbc.com, just volleyball club. You can Google that. It'll come up there. And then all of our programs are all listed in there. So depending on what you're looking for, there's a chart on the main page that says where you can start. If your kid is new to volleyball, kind of where you want your beginning to be. And then the flow of, okay, well, now they've already done the academies a couple times. Maybe we should look into club. Or we've been playing club. She's switching positions. Maybe we should get some lessons or skill-specific classes. And all those are posted on there.
What I think is really cool, too, is that you have an open gym.
We do.
That's awesome. So anyone that might be interested, they host that open gym. It's nearly every Friday night, welcoming those volleyball enthusiasts of all ages, genders, and skill levels, too. You got 9 to 10 courts available at 4 hours of playtime. There's a court that'll suit your game, too. Very nice. I like that.
Yes, and we get a ton of people that come in for that. So really it's very popular.
Now, when you do have those different tournaments and groups, as we say here, of course, we talk about out to lunch. What are some of your, do you ever after tournament go out to a good place to eat or kind of as a celebration or, do you do that usually or occasionally?
So it depends. Some of the different team bonding that we will do with our teams is they'll schedule to go out to lunch after a tournament. We don't always just play at our Elgin location. We also travel around because we have travel teams. So sometimes if they're far away, they'll go to lunch out that way.
Okay.
I know the businesses that are by Top Flight are always very happy with their Saturday and Sunday crowds that leave, especially Panera. That's right off of Randall and Rookies that's over that way. They get a large volleyball crowd that comes out after they've played. That's
awesome. After the long term, playing hard, and then you gotta eat something good too. So those are some good places for sure. So I want to continue on here. We're gonna get to a timeout. Thank you so much again for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for coming on the air and talking with us. What do you see, if there's any, do you have any future goals or expansions that you're working on currently right now, or maybe something in the works that you might want to do, or even if not though, again, how people can find out information about the Top Flight Volleyball?
We've actually expanded to a few different states. So we're not only in Illinois. So we've been working with our directors that are in each of those locations to help build programs similar to the one that we have here in Illinois. As far as growth in Illinois, I don't think that there's any plans to continue to grow beyond where we're already at, but more so just making sure that our programs are continuing to be better for the athletes and the families and see what else we can do in the volleyball community itself. We'll go to schools in the area. We do coaches clinics for some of the schools. So when they have a science teacher, for example, that ends up saying, okay, here you go, now you're coaching volleyball, they can come in. We run them in the summertime and help just the community also better their volleyball knowledge.
Absolutely. Well, Cindy, I want to thank you so much for being on here. And folks tuning in right now, if you are interested, please feel free to check out more information at topflightvbc.com is the website to go to. And looking forward to continuing on. Of course, you're always welcome here on the air again. If you ever want to bring in any of the team members, of course, or the students to share their stories, they absolutely can do that too. So.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. Folks, we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit. So, of course, stay tuned and we will be back.